Alison and I have just arrived in Kathmandu last night. We flew here via Abu Dhabi. It was about a 24-hour trip, so we were pretty tired when we got here. It was all dark and the taxi didn't arrive, but we managed to find a taxi, arrived at this hotel, which is a hotel, family hotel or something, and it's turned out really nice here. Kathmandu, it's a bit like expected really. It's a sprawling city. Most houses are 6 or 7 stories high, and it seems like an absolute maze to find your way around, so I'm glad we're at in the safety and security of this hotel here. Weather's nice and warm, and in this video we're going to try and show you our tour so that hopefully you get some information and it'll help you when you make some travels here yourself, if you want to make the trip. If you don't make the trip, hopefully we'll show you enough to enjoy anyway without making the trip. Well, today we've got quite a few things to do. We've got to get some money organised, got to get some altitude sickness pills, got to buy a sleeping bag, got to find out where our bus is leaving from at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, because we're going to get a bus out this city to an airport where we're going to fly out and start our trek. And there's one more thing we've got to do. We've got to get our passes for trekking, and it's actually a national holiday at the moment, so it's kind of good in a way that the place is a lot quieter, but a bit worried that there might be a few places that aren't open. So let's see how it all pans out. We've managed to get the drugs, we've got the sleeping bag, we've got the money and everything, so just go back to the hotel room and drop stuff off, and then we've just got to go to the tourist information to get a visa if we need it. No, it's alright, thanks, don't need that, thanks. So we managed to get about 16 gig of data for the phone and a SIM card, all for about 10 quid. Now going to try and find our way through a labyrinth of lanes to the Tim's place, which is something like a tracker information management system thing that you have to register with before you go up into the mountains sometimes. So let's see how we go here. So it all turned out pretty good on our first day at Kathmandu. We didn't need to get the Tim's permit in the end, despite walking halfway around the whole city to the tourist information places and Tim's centres. It's all ended happy. Had a nice cup of coffee this afternoon, and we're now at Helena's on the rooftop to have a nice bit of evening meal. Well, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning now. I just got up. We're going to go through the city and hopefully go and catch a small sort of mini bus for about a 5-hour drive through the night to a place called Ramachap or somewhere, where we aim to catch a light aircraft and then fly to Lukla. So interesting walk through the city this time of night, early.
What?
We're at Lukla. Feeling a bit wobbly really. I just did one take of this film just now and didn't even turn the camera on. We've been to the Yangjom cafe there, had some porridge and rice to try and get fueled up for the day. We've been up since 2:30. It's now about 10:30 or something. We're at 2,800 metres and we're looking forward to seeing some fabulous scenery. The mountains here are towering above us, and it's everything that it's cracked up to be. Sherpas and stuff all walking around, carrying massive packs. So we better get going ourselves and try and make up a bit of ground.
Thank you, Sherpa Andrew.
We had good weather walking up from Lukla. We left there just gone 10, carried on walking, and then had to stop for lunch at about maybe 1ish, something like that. And then carried on walking to a place called Fakding, which we arrived there about 2:30. By then we're both pretty sleepy really, and we got a room here and it's worked out good. We had a good rest this afternoon, but tomorrow we've got a big day ahead. We haven't really made any ascent today, it's just been up and down. Tomorrow we've got a 1,000-metre climb up the hill up to Monjo, and then into the national park, and then real steep bit up to Namche Bazaar. So we'll see how all that goes. Get up early, get a fresh start, and hopefully the weather's going to carry on being really pleasant, and we might get our first glimpse of Everest on the way. So this is day 2 now. We had a terrific sleep last night, about 12 hours long. Got up, had breakfast, and woke up to beautiful weather. Coming out of our room at the place we stayed, it's magnificent. This morning we've seen waterfalls, big mountains, and it's getting really spectacular. But the proper walking hasn't started yet. We've stopped for lunch to recharge our batteries. It took us about 3.5 hours to get to Monjo, and then about half an hour to get through all the ticketing stuff and getting into the national park. We've got a lovely lunch here to set us up for what I think is going to be a pretty massive walk up to Namche. I think the best part of a 1,000-metre climb, going up all the way. We've now found our luxury accommodation in Namche. It's about $10. I've got a double room, includes Wi-Fi and charging our phones. Whoopie-doo! I'm glad of it actually.